What's up guys, it's Brian here. Today I'm going to be doing a mystery tackle box slam on Lake Kennedy here, a local canal system. And let's open it up and see what we got inside. Alright, to start off we got a little bit of a deeper diving crankbait. This is the 2.5 RSC series by Reaction Strike. It says it dives 4 to 8 foot, and the color I got is Sexy Shad. The water here is a little bit deeper in this canal chain. There's a couple lakes on it with some nice little ledges on it, so I'm hoping that little deep diving 4 to 8 foot, that's pretty good depth for this canal system here, so can't wait to try that out. Then we got another deep diving crankbait here. This is a BD series by Castaic. This one dives down 10 to 12 foot, and the color I got is in kind of like a greenback shad color, so it's pretty cool. Can't wait to try that out on the water. The color is copper green shad, so pretty cool. Can't wait to try that out. Next thing is these are some little bruiser swim baits in Sexy Shad color. Really realistic color scheme on there, and just a perfect profile for this body of water. There's a bunch of small little silver sides in here, small shad, and just overall really small bait in this canal system here, so can't wait to try that out on the back of a swim jig or chatterbait. They also threw in some 12-pound tests, vicious copolymer line, and what I'll be doing with this is I'll throw it as a leader on like a spinning rod or something, and that'll go along with either the bruiser swim baits or what I'm going to be talking about now, which is the Charlie worms. It's basically a stick worm. I'm not sure of the name yet. I have to look at the About Your box card, but this will be good on a spinning rod. Really heavy and dense plastic on those Charlie worms. They also included some VMC, the weedless wacky jig, in a 3/16 ounce. These will be perfect for throwing on that spinning rod and using those Charlie's worm stick baits on. And these look really good. They have a nice weed guard on them, and the hook's really sharp, so can't wait to rig that up. Skip that under a few docks. And towards the bottom of the box here, we got your typical stuff, your Get 499 coupon code to get your first box for only $5. We got a mystery tackle box decal sticker here. And then they brought back the Match the Hatch, which is a scratch-off ticket. And if you match 3 things on here, and then you scratch off and see your prize, and they're giving away some really good stuff, like a Lowrance unit, a Fishity subscription, a reel, some rod gloves, and stuff along that line. So definitely check it out. It's really cool. They also threw in some Baitmate fish attractant. I could put that on my Charlie's worms or my bruiser swim baits. And then the Dibbles Digest, which is just a little small catalog that includes articles on the baits and different seasonal patterns and tips for you guys. See ones, how to choose the right crankbait, talk about the crankbaits that were included in the box. And then some deals in there, and just a whole bunch of different stuff in the Dibbles Digest. And then of course the About Your box card. Here's everything that came in it. The BD12 crankbait by Castaic, the 2.5 RSC crankbait from Reaction Strike, the Vicious Ultimate Copolymer, and then the Salt Bango worms by Charlie's Worms. These are the ones that I didn't know the name of. And that's a 4-pack. You got some Super Swimmer Juniors. That's the name of these swim baits from Bruiser. And then the Wacky Weedless Jig Head and the Bait Mate Fish Attractant. So, alright guys, I'm going to rig up, get out on the water as it's getting a little bright here. So, hopefully we could get a slam. Alright guys, first fish of the day. Caught that one on the VMC Wacky Jig Head with the Charlie's Worm stick bait. There. Saw some activity right in those lily pads there and tossed it right in there and he was on it. Nice little fish. I'm gonna get him back in the water. Alright guys, just caught my second fish on that Bruiser Super Swimmer Junior on a little mini chatterbait there. Swim bait has a really good action to it. I've been throwing it on this little chatterbait. I took the skirt off because it was kind of floating up too high with the skirt. So I'm just throwing it, just the swim bait on that little chatterbait there. Really realistic color and another little decent fish for this canal system. Gonna get it back in the water. Alright guys, another fish on that Bruiser Bait Super Swimmer and that mini chatterbait there by Z-Man. Small fish, but they're really hitting it hard. Alright guys, yet another fish on that Bruiser Bait Swimmer. Little chatterbait. Little deadly combination right there. Caught that little one on that beady crankbait there, the 10 to 12 foot diver. We're just cranking some offshore ledges now. Drops from like 4 foot down to about 10 to 12 foot in some spots. And I was just cranking it down. This little guy came out and hit it. Nice little fish. Just have to get one more on the reaction strike deep diver crankbait there. Alright guys, that's it. Last fish right here on that reaction strike crankbait. 2.5 RSC and sexy shad. Decent little fish. I mean, they're out on these ledges post spawn trying to feed back up. Just look at how fat that guy is. And these crankbaits just really imitate shad really well in here. There's small shad and there's some really big gizzard shad in here as well. So this guy was just cranking it down that ledge, bumped it in the sandy area, and came out and swallowed it at it. Decent little fish.